Journal, Wednesday, June 1st, 2011. I went for a walk this morning, and what did I see? I saw a robin in the sky, and I saw a squirrel running up a tree. I smelled the aroma of dew on the grass. It was intoxicating. I saw a little girl walking with her dad on her way to school. She was holding his hand so tight, and they were engaged in conversation. What a beautiful sight. A little girl holding hands with her daddy. I went for a walk this morning. I saw two sisters and a brother crossing the street on their way to school. They were smiling and talking, not a care in the world, the innocence of youth. I saw that this morning when I went for a walk. I saw a field of flowers of red, green, orange, yellow, blue, and purple. Oh, it was so lovely, the magic of God's grace, the beauty of the hues of colors that He gives to us. Oh, Lord, it was such a beautiful sight. God's grace is amazing. I saw it this morning when I went for a walk. When I went for this walk this morning, I turned the corner, and everywhere I looked, I saw people with the phone glued to their ears, and I wonder what they're talking about, the phone glued to their ears. I wonder if they were talking about the beautiful shade of emerald of the trees all around, and how they stand so straight and tall, and how they were just a few weeks ago nothing but sticks and wood. And now they're adorned, some of them, with flowers, purple, yellow, pink. I wonder if that's what they're talking about, phone glued to their ears. I wonder if they're talking about the shade of the clear blue sky and the warmth of the yellow sun far, far away. I wonder if that's what they're talking about. I wonder if they're talking about Colonel Johnson down the street, just got back from Iraq, you know. He's in a wheelchair now, young man, only 23, trying to still make it with his family. Could use some help getting his grass cut these days. I wonder if they're talking about how they can go and help him out. Colonel Johnson, that is. I wonder if that's what they're talking about, phone glued to their ears. I wonder if they're talking about the Carmichaels down the street. Sergeant Carmichael was a cop, you know, police officer. Was shot in the line of duty. Family now struggling. Things are hard for everybody now. I wonder if they're thinking about him and his family. I wonder if that's what they're talking about with the phone glued to the ears. I wonder if they're talking about the drive for St. Jude's Hospital to raise money to help those kids that are never turned away for their inability to pay. I wonder. I wonder if they're talking about the hospitals in their own neighborhoods. Kids could always use some teddy bears. Perhaps they're talking about having a teddy bear drive so they could get some teddy bears to take to the kids in their hospitals, in their hometowns. Oh, yes, maybe that's what they're talking about this morning with the phone glued to their ears. I wonder if they're talking about the old folks' home up the street. People there get dropped off by their family. Some of them never get no company. I wonder if they're talking about maybe going by one afternoon and just having a conversation with one of them, just sitting with them, or maybe just helping them to get fed. I wonder if that's what they're talking about, phone glued to their ears. Must be talking about something mighty important. Phone glued to their ears, I wonder. I hope whatever they're talking about is constructive rather than destructive. I hope whatever they're talking about is positive rather than negative. I hope whatever they're talking about is about building somebody up instead of tearing somebody down. I hope whatever they're talking about is about getting dreams and not bursting them. I hope whatever they're talking about it's about being kind and considerate. Maybe they're talking about smiling at everyone they see today. Maybe they're talking about saying good morning or good evening to whoever they pass on their way. Maybe that's what they're talking about. Maybe they're talking about how their kids always say thank you, please, and you're welcome. And yes, ma'am, and yes, sir, instead of yeah and no. I wonder if that's what they're talking about with their phone glued to their ears. Oh well, I guess I done talked too much right now. And this is just for me, just for my journal. So I guess I'll sign off for now. But I still think I'll wonder today what they're talking about. Everybody got a phone to their ear. Everywhere I look, I see. I wonder what they're talking about. I hope it's something. I hope they ain't talking about nothing.